I think it's very interesting for us to look at the use of the word spoiler because, quite frankly, the connotation that's associated with who a spoiler is in a presidential election context or in an election context bears very little resemblance to the reality. If we're talking about 2000, the presidential election of 2000, it's clear that one thing happened, and that is that folks in highfalutin places got together and decided that they were going to depress the black vote, which was going to be a vote 90% for the Democratic candidate. And in the battleground state of Florida, that happened through illegal means. And unfortunately, no one in the state of Florida was held accountable, and no one was held accountable by the Democratic Party, which received those votes. In addition to that, there's also the idea that, that has not been explored of how exactly do we come to this result of George W. Bush having won the presidential election because he won Florida by 537 votes. How can you have such a victory by such a slim margin when 6 million votes were not counted? 1 million black people went to the polls in 2000. They voted. They were able to get to the polls to vote, and their votes weren't counted. 1 million black people went to the polls and voted in the presidential election of 2000. Their votes were not counted. 5 million non-black people went to the polls and voted in 2000. Their votes were not counted. How in the world can anyone say that George Bush won the election by 537 votes when you've got 6 million votes uncounted?